ever look at a home that's been sitting on the market for a long time and wonder why it's not selling? In this video, I'm going to give you 9 reasons why a home might be sitting on the market for a long time, and I'm also going to tell you why it's worth still looking at those homes even though it has really high days on the market. So here are the reasons why. Reason number 1, the home is priced too high. This is a very common issue. A lot of serious home buyers are very aware of what a good price for a home is, and if the home is not in alignment, there won't be that many offers on the home. But the right pricing is key because that can attract the most amount of buyers to come and see the home in person, which in turn could help the seller get the maximum price for the home versus trying to get that ambitious price. Reason number 2, the home is difficult to show. It's very important that there is flexibility in the availability of the home to be shown to the buyers throughout the week. Very often this is why there are open houses done so that potential buyers could come see the home, and those buyers that doesn't have an agent could come tour the home as well. However, sometimes the seller might have a tight window in which they're able to show the house, and that might conflict with the buyer's schedule. For example, if the seller is only able to show from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Tuesdays, that might eliminate a lot of the buyers that are working 9 to 5 on weekdays. And other times there might be a tenant that might not be cooperating, and that's an issue that has to be addressed by the seller before the sale or by the buyer after the sale. Reason number 3 is that it might be normal in that housing market. It's very normal for homes to sit on the market for a few months before it actually sells. Now in the last few years since 2020, homes have been selling crazy fast, but that's not very normal. In a neutral market, which is a market that's not a seller's market or a buyer's market, homes sit on the market for 90 days on average. Currently, the average days on the market in Orange County is 67 days. In a buyer's market, there might be a home sitting on the market for 6 months. Fourth reason is the home might be in a bad condition. This could mean a lot of things. The home might need a lot of upgrades that a lot of buyers just aren't willing to do. There also might be major issues such as foundation issues or roof that needs to be replaced. Other times it could be things such as the kitchen or the bathroom that needs an upgrade, or it could just be cosmetic upgrade needs such as new flooring, new paint, etc. Sometimes the home might be better suited for an investor to take on as a project. Other times it could be work that a handy home buyer could do. Fifth reason is bad pictures or description by an agent. When it comes to selling a home, marketing the home is very important. That usually starts with good professional photos because photos are the first thing buyers look at to decide if they should come and actually visit the home in person. However, some agents just don't do a good job at this. Instead of taking professional photos, some agents take photos with their phones while having horrible camera skills. I've seen photos of homes posted online that also has the picture of the cameraman's thumb sticking in. I also seen photos taken from inside of the car that's parked in front of the house while having the windows up. They can step outside at least. Other times it's just photos that doesn't showcase the home's strong suit. All the property info that might be available to be filled out might not be filled out by an agent, leaving the buyers not knowing, for example, that there's an AC in the house, that there is a garage in the backyard, or the bedroom has a large walk-in closet. It's very important that all the photos and descriptions that are necessary are included. This is a very common mistake found on homes that are for sale by owners as well. Reason number 6 is the home doesn't show well. Sometimes while the property might have attracted the buyers to come see the house, it doesn't wow them when they see it in person. This could be many things such as bad curb appeal or crazy paint colors that doesn't appeal to most buyers. For example, if the seller paints the inside rooms all purple and gold because he's a big Lakers fan, it might not be as appealing to other homeowners or Clippers fans like me. I also have been inside of homes where the home smells from the pets urinating in the house, and it might be hard for most buyers to see the potential past that. This is often why realtors like me recommend staging a home with fresh paint, new flooring, and furniture to get the buyers emotionally attached to the home. Another reason might be that the home might have a very unorthodox design style that might appeal to a very small group of people. These are homes that look very different than other homes that might be very fun to watch on a TV show, but less interesting to live in as your primary home. The 7th reason is there might be tenants. If the home is a rental and it has tenants that are on lease for a very long time, this might eliminate a lot of buyers that are required by regulations to move into the home after a certain date after closing if they're purchasing it after it's their primary residence. Other times the tenants might need to be evicted or they might not be willing to cooperate, as I mentioned earlier. Number 8, stubborn seller. This could be a situation where the seller might have gotten an offer that's very close to asking, but the seller just wasn't flexible with the price or wasn't willing to budge on any of the terms. Sometimes the sellers are hoping for an ambitious price, so by the time they drop the price, the market might have dropped even more. Now the sellers are caught in a game where they're chasing the market. Other times the sellers have needs that makes them unable to be flexible. Sometimes the home might be contingent on the seller finding a replacement property, and the seller might be having issues finding that replacement property. Or they might want a long rent back, which eliminates a lot of the buyers. Reason number 9 is that there could be an unmotivated seller. There are times when a seller puts the home on the market but doesn't really have a motivation to sell, except if they get a really high price on their property. Obviously, this is one of those situations where you will see a house listed for a very high price. These sellers are going to be difficult to negotiate with because they don't have a real good reason to actually sell. While these are reasons why homes might be staying on the market, a lot of buyers don't look at these homes because they've been on the market for too long. They most often don't even have the home in their search criteria because they don't think this home will be a good deal, or they assume that there's something really wrong with the property. So here's why these homes might still be worth looking at if you are a buyer. Reason number 1, things might have changed. A lot of the reasons that I mentioned earlier might no longer be the case. The property might have had a recent price drop, or the seller might be more open to a reasonable offer. The availability of the home to show might have opened up, or the market might have shifted more towards the seller's market since it was listed on the market. Some of the upgrades that needed to be done might have been done, or it might have been a bad marketing job done by the listing agent, in which case the property might actually be better than what it looks like when you show up in person. Or if the home doesn't show well but you have the vision to see the potential, this might be a home for you after the work is done. For homes with tenants, the lease might be ending soon, or the tenants might have been served the notice to move out, or they might be getting evicted soon. Sometimes for the seller, it might take some time being on the market for the seller to be open. A dejected seller is much likely to accept a lower price and is much easier to negotiate with. Finally, you could hope that the seller that wasn't previously motivated before now has a good reason to sell because things in their life has changed. Reason number 2 is less competition. There are less buyers looking at this property than there was before because a lot of the buyers don't look at homes that's been on the market for a lot of days. The buyers that were previously interested in this home may have already found their home or have given up on this home. This means that you're not in a bidding war against other buyers, which gives you leverage when negotiating with the seller because the seller knows their options are less. Reason number 3, finally, you could find some good deals here. Of course, there will be properties that's been on the market for so long and nothing has changed. But on the other side, there will be hidden gems where things have changed in your favor as a buyer and not many people know about it because it's not a fresh listing anymore. There you have it. Those are the reasons why homes are staying on the market longer and why you as a buyer should still look at these homes because they have a higher days on the market. Tap that like button if you found this useful. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. 1, 2